Hey guys, welcome to the April 7th installment of Fraud Examination. Um, this is your mini lecture for the week. After viewing this, please feel free to email me certifying that you viewed this, and you will get credit for attendance for Tuesday, April 7th. Hey, this week we've got a Module 3 exam. Now, this exam is going to be a little different from the previous exams. It's going to be all essay, and it's going to ask you for information and to be able to apply that information to specific situations. So I've posted a Module 3 exam review on Canvas. Go to Module 3 of Canvas and go down and you'll see a link, maybe 4 or 5 links down that says Module 3 exam review. Click on that and you will see this document. So I'm going to share the screen, I think, with this document. Let's go over this for a little bit. Let me tell you how we're going to do the exam for this week. Module 3 exam will cover information from Chapter 7, 8, and 9 of your text. If you remember, that's all about the investigations of the Theft Act, of the concealment, and of conversion. The exam includes 6 essay questions from which you only need to answer 4. So you'll have a choice of 6. You only have to answer 4. Each essay is worth 25 points for a total of 100 points. So just answer 4. They're worth 25 points each. And that will add up to 100 points if you get full credit for each answer. Each essay has multiple parts for you to answer. Some of the parts require information that is covered in the chapters and in the PowerPoint slides. And those PowerPoint slides, remember, are posted in Canvas. And other parts require you to apply the information to a specific situation or scenario using examples. Both parts are important to your grade, so please be thorough. They're worth 25 points each, so I want to see a lot of good information, a lot of robust information for each of the 4 essay questions that you choose to answer. So please be thorough with your answers, with your application ideas, and certainly with your examples. Your answers can be turned in as a file upload when you click on that Module 3 exam, or as a text entry in the Module 3 exam link. And when you submit, either as a text entry or a file upload, your document and your answers will be evaluated by the Turnitin plagiarism tool. So you'll go to Module 3 and click on Exam 3 link, and it will go ahead and give you the exam. This Module 3 exam, I will open it at midnight on April 9th, and you'll have until 11:59 p.m. Of April 9th to complete the exam, to complete those 4 questions. So you got 24 hours to go ahead and do a really good job on this. Following our topics that I want you to be familiar with. So these are the things I want you to go ahead and concentrate on when you're studying for when you're studying information for each of the chapters. Chapter 7, I want you to know those different theft investigation techniques, and we have a bunch of them, right? We've got surveillance, we've got invigilation, we've got seizing and searching computers, we've got physical evidence. Hey, you know what? If you're gonna go ahead and perform some surveillance and go undercover and try to catch somebody in the act, I want you to think about this. Should you get your corporation's legal department involved? Should you get your human resource department involved? I want you to think about that. So there's a hint for you. What it would be the importance of getting them involved if you decided they needed to be involved? I want you to think about deciding when to investigate. Get to know that vulnerability chart that is listed in Chapter 7, because that's interesting. Trying to see. Those are the important things that I want you to get out of chapter 7. This is a good part of the chapter, but those are the things I want you to concentrate on. Chapter 8, I want you to review that information. Why is documentary evidence important? What is documentary evidence? What are the aspects of documentary evidence? And you know what? Why is chain of custody, when you've got that evidence, why is chain of custody so important? That's another thing I want you to focus on and think about in your studies. Um, so there's another hint. It is important, and tell me why it's important. And finally, for chapter 8, I want you to go through the chapter and really pay attention to those common ways that perpetrators conceal fraud. So perpetrators can conceal fraud in a number of different ways. Um, I wonder if they were embezzling cash, what might be a way that they conceal fraud? Would it be easy for you to detect or hard to detect? Think about you as a fraud examiner. What ways that fraudsters conceal would be easier for you to identify and harder for you to identify? So again, that's kind of the idea about applying this. You'll need some information maybe on how perpetrators conceal fraud, but then what does that mean to you, and how does that help you do a better job as a fraud examiner uh, if you're investigating fraud? And finally, chapter 9, we talk about, and I think you had a discussion board question. You talked about, no, it's actually a review question on it that was worth 25 points. But we talk about sources of information, public versus private sources of information. What are the benefits of online databases? What are some common techniques to investigate conversion? Um, what is the difference between public and private sources and how they can help? So a lot of good information in chapter 7, 8, and 9. Again, this exam, there'll be 6 essay questions, multiple parts to these essays, to these essay questions. You will only need to answer 4. They're worth 25 points each, and submit them through the Module 3 exam um, link in Canvas. I'm going to get out of this. And so that's how you will access the test also. Just click on the Module 3 exam link in Canvas, and you'll be able to go ahead and take that test and submit your answers. And if you have any questions, if you've got any thoughts or concerns, or difficulties, please feel free to reach out, call me, text me, email me. I'll be more than happy to help you in any way that I can. So good luck this week. Stay safe and healthy, and reach out if you need any further assistance. Talk to you soon. Bye.